Hello, so I haven't been posting a lot because I have been, well, for the past 2 weeks I've been sick because I got COVID, and then I also started going back to school and working full-time, so within all that I have not been able to venture much outside the home. But luckily this weekend I'm finally going to be able to finish a hike that I've been dying to finish because I don't know, it was probably, I think about 11 months ago now that we started to go on the hike from Penmar to Harper Ferry on the AT trail. So now, since we only did, not enough of it, we pretty much hiked to a camp area and then had to hike back up to the road. So this time, instead of starting at Penmar, we're going to start at Harper Ferry and make our way down to the campsite and hopefully hit stuff that we haven't seen along the way. It took me forever to find a cooking stove because last time I had, if you guys remember, I was eating like out of a bag that my coworker had given me of food, and it was super crunchy. I wasn't really able to eat it. I just put plain water in it. I was like, well, if hot water does it in like 10 minutes, then cold water should do it in an hour. But no. So this time I searched everywhere and managed to find a little stove here. Let me flip the camera around. Okay, apparently once I start filming with my phone, I have to keep it at the placement that I'm filming. So right now it's facing towards me instead of facing away from me. I had lost my GoPro for a very long time and managed to find it just like 30 minutes ago and plug it in for the trip this weekend. So this is what I got. Little stove, super cute, super useful, Sterno, cost me like $6.99. I had to drive all the way up to the mall in the area which I live, which is like half an hour away, but I got one, so that's good. I also made sure to get a little cooking thing to go on top of it. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So, excuse me, we're just waking up. It rained a lot last night. It was thunderstorming. My voice sounds a little blah from being sick in the morning still. Gosh, I don't know if that's an airplane, if you guys can hear that or not. So yesterday before I left for work, I actually sprayed my clothing with bug spray and decided to sit them out. You can see that the rain has soaked them, so I guess I'm just gonna have to hang them up and hope they dry. I mean, I already have another outfit on. I'm not wearing the Crocs, obviously, but yeah. When you have your mindset on one thing and then another happens, but that's okay. I actually still have to pack food for our trip because I wanted to use my lunchbox that I just recently got, but I was using it yesterday at work, so. Okay, finally ready to go after like 2 hours. I had to print out a parking pass and everything, so. Woo! Guess I left those on. Okay, so we had to stop by Wally World because the important thing that I had forgotten last time was my hiking, hiking poles. I forgot my hiking poles, and I have like a old grandma back because I've had surgery on it. So I'm gonna go get hiking poles this time and make sure that I have them.
Me too.
Him too. It's recording how fluffy the clouds are. These are like the floofiest clouds I think I've ever seen. Especially the ones that were kind of like towards the left. We've been on the road for quite a while. We'll be there in about 23 minutes. Okay, so we finally made it to Harbor Ferry, but I didn't think that we would have a problem finding parking. So there's a lot of cars here. Like there was like no parking spots at all. We had circled like 3 times, but we're here and we are finally gonna be able to hop on the trail. So that's good. Okay, we've finally put our stuff together. I just have to find the bathroom before we get on the trail.
You need to find the trail too.
On the bus. My whole sleeping bag came out.
I did that very poorly.
Alright, well, Kristen's putting my sleeping bag back in. Train tracks over there. We've made it to the town. We have to go all the way through the town, over the bridge, and apparently the hiking trail starts on.
Like a lot of absolutely, but hear me out. Absolutely. That's most former slaves. Or like exploding. It's not the same, but it's like. Look up there, there's people.
Up where? Oh my gosh, there's people way up there. I don't know if the camera can see them. All the way up on the mountain, you got like a group of people. Okay, so the guy said to get on the bus, go over the bridge, go down the other side and make a right. So far so good with the simple directions.
We can follow directions. I can follow directions.
Like you probably follow directions a little better than I follow directions.
I'm getting better.
So far doing okay. We ran into like, I don't know, a handful of people, and I was asking where the camp was, and one person said 4 miles away and the other person said an hour and a half away. So I can only hope that we make it to camp by nighttime. Starting at Harbor Ferry has been like a lot harder than starting at Penmar, at least in my opinion, because a lot of uphills, a lot of rocks. When we started at Penmar, I guess it was about 11 months ago, it was a lot cooler, and today it is pretty hot, in the 70s, to be going uphill and some such. So we did get to see, what is it called? Gallows Cliff, I believe. And it was really nice. I can insert a picture here somewhere. And we also got to see some cute salamanders. And also when we first started, before coming into the woods and just being on the path off the bridge from Harbor Ferry, we saw an owl, and we saw a whole bunch of ducks, like a duck family and a turtle family, all sharing the same log, which is really cute. So journeying on. I was having a bit of a hard time since I'm still recovering from COVID. I made sure to bring salt packets and lots of water and such. Frankly, he's the water storage.
Yeah.
Okay, I admit it, I did not bring a lot of water. Because last time I barely feel like I needed any water, and this time I have only wanted to drink water, so yeah. I do have a thing where I can refill at anywhere, any water source. We have passed a good amount, but I'd say for about the past hour we haven't, so hopefully there'll be some water near camp. Tristan has enough for both of us since he's so well prepared. Okay, so we just ran into another person and they said that we will be at camp shortly, which I'm super excited. I have been struggling a lot, and I think Tristan has too.
I'm a lot more tired than I was the first time we went on a hike like this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be super happy to get there and set up our tent and get something to eat. And finally, well, I think it's because right now we're going downhill. I finally started to feel a little better. I was feeling rough earlier, like my fingers were swollen. They still, you know, they don't feel as like tight when I go like this, but they were swollen earlier, I guess because my backpack. I tried to move my arms more and stuff so they would feel better. And right now we're just mainly going downhill, so no more uphill, I guess, and that's helped a lot too. So I'm hearing a lot more people, so I think that we may be coming up on camp finally. I've been seeing a lot of like bark laid down, I guess, to an attempt to cover the mud, but it's not laid down where there's a lot of mud, which is the odd thing.
Some tents to the right.
Huh? What?
Tents to the right.
Oh, yep. I see some tents up there. Woohoo, almost to camp. Follow the posted markers. We reached camp. Woohoo! And we found a little open spot with a fire ring and a stump to sit my stuff on. So, woohoo! So we unpacked our tent and everything, and we are going down to the nearest water source, which is 0.4 miles away. Sadly, my tonic water that I had spilt all over, so now I have it on my shirt, my one clean shirt. My other one had to be taken off because it was covered in sweat. So yeah, now we're making our way down to the water source. Tent this time was easy setup though. Last time was such, we had like really hard time because I guess it was the first time putting together a tent, and this time we knew how to put the tent together. So
Much easier this time.
yeah.
It only took like less than 5 minutes.
And then on top of my tonic water spilling, I had like one of those like squeeze drink things, you know, like the bright red colored drink squeezes. Thought that was a bright idea to bring for some reason, and it opened up and got everywhere. So yeah, I will do better next time is my goal.
She forgot the tarp.
Okay, and apparently I forgot the tarp. Either that or I took out the tarp because I had a mat to go, like, I bought a mat to go into the sleep. There. I bought a mat to go in the tent for sleep, and I was like, oh, well now I don't need my inflatable pillow. So I took that out, and then I was like, the mat's kind of heavy. So then I took the mat out and didn't put the pillow back in. So no pillow, no mat, and no tarp. What?
Seasonal spring and reliable spring.
Which spring has better water? Really, which spring is closer?
The one that's 25 yards, clearly, but like,
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
I just don't know if it's, you know, the season.
Seasonal spring. Well, if it's 25 yards, we should try it first, right?
I guess so. We're just making this trek even longer, but that's fine. Careful.
Okay, so we took the shortest one down, and there's a nice little spring here.
I don't know what the season is, I guess it's spring.
It's most likely because it freezes in the winter.
What is that?
Yeah. So that's why it's seasonal, because it's going to be frozen in the winter. I already filled up my bottle, so he's just filling up his. His huge bottles, yeah. So my grits finally cooked. It turned out okay. I added my vegan jerky to it. Kind of give it a more peppery taste and a sweet taste. And Tristan will not stop messing with the fire because he has a caveman brain. Fire good. And he's boiling water for his, what was it, chicken and dumplings?
Yeah, chicken and dumpling.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're so happy with your little creation?
Yeah.
Little fire creation on the side.
God willing. I'd like a nice little fire. You wouldn't like a nice little fire?
I guess, but all we have out here is soggy leaves.
Yeah, everything's wet. Unfortunately.
Good morning. It is 6 a.m. at camp, and a lot of people are still asleep, so. Shh. Why would you light that now? Probably not. We have to go down and get water. Sun is just coming up, so we're gonna run down and get some more water, and then eat breakfast. Yeah. Going down to the spring. Gonna get some water. There's mom and her baby down there. The woman was saying how like she had to wait for them to move off the path. But they're starting to move away now. Oh, there you go. He's having crackers and peanut butter. I already had my blueberry biscuit, and he made coffee. And so now I'm attempting to make ramen. See how that goes.
Okay.
What? Sun's coming through a little more. I keep looking at this like random stalk here and I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like what type of tree it is. If anybody knows below, you want to tell me? Or maybe it's like a baby tree and I'm just dumb and that's how they start out. But it looks like a stalk of some sort. Oh, my ramen turned out good though. Ta-da! Ramen! Going back on the trail, back down the mountain.
Woo!
Leaving Ed Harvey. I think it's Ed Harvey.
It doesn't sound right. Yeah, let's travel down there. It says on the sign.
Well,
We'll figure it out. I don't want to. We need to remember what this is called.
the first campsite in from Harper Ferry. I really do feel like I could go to the next camp thing, but we just never have as many days as we would need. People pass us like we're turtles on the trail, but that's okay. Taking our time, taking breaks.
We just need a few more days and some more food, which means my bag would be heavier.
Yeah. More food, more days, more time, yeah.
What's this say?
Yep. Oh, it's Edward. Did I say Edward Garvey Shelter?
I think you said Edward Harvey.
I think I said Edward Harvey. Okay, so Edward B. Garvey Shelter. And back down the mountain we go.
Okay, after you then. Something immediately tried to crawl in my shirt.
I thought you were going to say something, try to crawl in your ear for some reason.
Something's already in my ear.
Okay, so we've been coming downhill now for about 15 minutes. So many stairs made out of like logs. There's a lot more to go. Downhill is a whole new type of hard today. I thought it was like going uphill yesterday. I was like, I can't wait for tomorrow where everything's downhill. But no. We did run into one person that is a little slower than us. What was his name? He said his trail name was Stefan Slow. Because he's so slow. And I was like, nah, we're pretty slow. But we're ahead of him, so our goal has become stay ahead of Stefan Slow. And we can manage. This area is really rocky. So we still had a guy zoom by us. We had a guy coming up with a dog. He's so cute. He says the dog could go all day as long as he has enough water. We've made it off the mountain finally.
Yay, we're down all the way. Hello, we're down all the way. 4K. My face in 4K.
So now we just have to head back up the biking trail and we'll be back to the car.
Well, no. We gotta go through the town.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. We gotta go through the town, and then we gotta take the bus back. I guess we don't have to. I think we could probably walk. But
Let's take the bus.
take the bus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, then we're done.
People leaving their trash. Trash-free park. Lots of trash.
There's now.
Back up onto the biking trail. Ah, Stefan Slow passed us, so we are officially the slowest people on the trail. But you know what? That's okay. You can be the slowest as long as you reach your destination in a healthy manner, I'd say. I did fall coming down the mountain. I was having my right leg was giving out pretty often.
Oh, okay.
And then both my legs at once were like, and just gave out, and I fell on my butt, but I didn't hurt myself, thankfully. My trekking poles kind of helped me fall a little slower. So, on a good note, I came down the mountain uninjured. And we're almost, well, we're about, what is it, 3 or 4 miles back?
I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell me. Well, that's the estimation, 3 or 4 miles. And then we'll be back. decided to veer off the trail since I didn't get a chance to on the way down. Look at that. Figured I'd refill my water. Ran out pretty fast, so I was chugging it on the way down the mountain.
Sorry.
Bless you. Look at that. Saw another salamander too. Taking a break now that we're close to the end. Water feels nice, the breeze coming off of it. Moving fast. See people out there in canoes. How you feeling?
Now I'm really tired all of a sudden.
Yeah. Once I came down off the mountains, like, it got more and more tiring. Now we know that we're close to the car. It's like, it's become worse or something. We're both out of shape. But we're doing a good job. Yeah. Okay, so we're on our way home.
Continue on Maryland 274 East for 7 miles.
No, you bastard. You're not allowed to talk GPS. Yeah, so we've been watching The Nanny lately. We need to look up, like, it's like Wishwallaby or something, like, during the intro. It says that one word. I have no idea what it means. She said a lot of words that I barely know what they mean. I don't know if they make them up or if they're actual words that people use. Like,
She's a Jewish stereotype, I guess. So, like, she says Jewish words. I assume. I don't know.
or words that are supposedly sound Jewish. I don't know.
No, but I'm sure the one in the intro is an actual word. If you just looked up the lyrics and saw it, you could then Google it.
Guess.
Mystery could be solved.
I suppose. Am I gonna look it up?
She won't.
Probably not.
You won't do it. Manchester, you won't. Pussy, you won't do
Fuck off. God, why do I keep seeing shirtless dudes?
Because you keep looking for shirtless dudes.
I don't look for shirtless dudes. Shirtless dudes find me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
They're always jogging in the opposite direction. I wonder why.
Away from me. Or you.
It's like very just like avoid contact, like eye contact. I haven't seen any like really hairy ones yet. You know, like the stereotypical shirtless guys you see in movies. It's always like the Italian guy with like tons of chest hair and a chain.
With his shirt off?
Yeah, with his shirt off running
No, what are you
on the
watching?
beach. I don't know. I feel like I've seen that in movies quite a lot.
What movies are you watching?
I don't know.
I've never seen a shirtless Italian dude.
Adam
chains
Sandler movies.
He's not a, well, he's not Italian, he's Jewish.
I didn't say Adam Sandler was the one that was shirtless.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
Bless you. Jesus.
Sorry. My allergies are catching back up.
I feel like my brain is gonna pop out. I need a tub
Me too.
and some ibuprofen or Tylenol or something, obviously. We're home. So I put my other shoe on. Me and my fucking crippling bonitis is really taking over here. Take my food in,
No.
please. The doggy wants to see me. The dog saw me come down the drive. Oh, ow, ow, ow. My everything hurts. The dog saw me come down the driveway. Winkifer! Hello! That's my Bing Chungus.